Hi, thanks for watching. It's Lipstick Gal. I wanted to share with you my favorite skincare products of 2018. I know skincare is not something that everybody has a driving passion for. I've shown you my love, extreme love of makeup, especially things like lipstick and blush. I mean, like things that I really, really love. But I haven't really spent as much time telling you how much I live for and adore skincare. Now, if you've watched any of my empties, you'll know that like my biggest empty section is always skincare because I burn through skincare like nobody's business. So if you haven't already, would you please subscribe? Thanks for watching and let's jump into it. I have been absolutely living for this. This is the Heimish All Clean Balm. This is a Korean skincare first cleanser. You can see I've like gotten all the way to the bottom here, but I still have half a jar left. I love, love, love this product. This is one of those, you get 120 mils, which is just a fraction over 4 ounces. It's basically like 4 ounces and like, I don't know, what is it? 4.05. I mean, it's 4 ounces. You get 4 ounces, which is more than you get in the IT Cosmetics, which is more than you get in the Clinique Balm Take the Day Off, which is more than you get in the Banilico, which has been my longtime love before I found this. The Clean It Zero. They have a lot of different varieties of that. Those are all really excellent, well-working balms, but you get more here and it's less expensive. So I'm always looking for something that's going to work just as well. I used to live for an oil cleanser. This cleanses like an oil cleanser, but there's no spillage. It's easy travel. You just put it, you don't have to put it through with the liquids at the airport. I love this. I also love, I mean, there's no slipping, there's no sliding. You take out the amount that you want, you put it on your face, it gets rid of, emulsifies all of your makeup. Then you throw a little water in there, you kind of wash it off, and then you rinse it, and it's like eyeliner, mascara, waterproof, whatever you got. It gets it off, and it doesn't sting my eyes, and I really appreciate that. Hardcore love for that. My next love is my second cleanse. And this is hard because I have up until just recently been using, and I'll throw a picture of it up for you, Glossier's Milky Jelly Cleanser. And I've used that for the last, ever since it debuted. I don't know, it's been 2-3 years now. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been there and I love that stuff. But I recently noticed, and I read a review, that Bliss came out with something very similar. This is what it is. You'll notice the shape of the bottle is similar. You've got some pink going on here, very much Glossier. The only difference in the packaging is this has a push down pump. The other one you could just put your finger on it, and it was more of a dispenser like this, you know, like this type of a pump. This is a little clunkier, but this is $10 and the formula is very similar. I've used this much of it already. This is $10. I picked it up at Ulta. I can find it in store at Ulta. Plus you can get it on their website. And I can get 2 of these for the price of one of the Milky Jelly Cleanser. The formula is similar. On the days that I'm not wearing makeup, if I'm just wearing skincare, I use just this. Thank you, dog. Because it's able to dissolve, get rid of my sunscreen, all of my makeup, but it's not over drying. And I love using something that is going to be not really hydrating, but not overstripping and make my skin feel tight and dry. That's why I love this type of formula. It's not quite a cream cleanser. It's not quite a gel cleanser. It's their dry, wet, gentle jelly cleanser with rose flowers. So it basically is a straight on dupe. And I have a hard time because I want to support the original, you know, person came up with the idea, the packaging, the whole thing. But sometimes it comes down to dollars, doesn't it? That's a great product. All right, so from there, when I get out of the shower, first thing I do is I spritz my face. And I have been using, for the last several months, the Goodall Super Seed. This is a bi-phase, kind of, it's a skin mist, but it's kind of like a light toner. So you shake it up and you spray. Now, there's nothing in here. I kept the bottle, but the sprayer on here, and I don't know if it's just this bottle, but the sprayer on here is like, it's a tacky, and it has a really weird spray pattern, so I have a hole in the center. So I decanted it into a different spray bottle that works better. Now I'm trying to tap this in and I didn't get any right here. So this is not my favorite sprayer, and it could be just this bottle. I haven't heard people complaining about it, but I love, since it does have a touch of oil in there, it does in the drier season make my skin feel so moisturized. And I do like 3-4 spritzes, and I get it from here all the way down to my chest, like a couple on my chest and then a couple on my face. And I don't even pat it in, I just wait for it kind of to absorb. Or another favorite mist, this is not one that I use out of the shower, but say I've been sitting in the car, like driving for 3 or 4 hours, and I've got the heater on and my face is like, I can't handle it. It's like dry and it's feeling tight. This has been really great. It's from e.l.f. This is their hydrating coconut mist. This does have a better mister on it. It's light, smells like coconut. It's really a beautiful product, but you don't get a lot. It's 2.7 ounces, not quite 3 ounces. And this is not one that I would finish makeup with. This is not one that I would miss to like start like all of my skincare. But if in the middle of the day you're feeling a little tight, too much air conditioning, too much heater, dry, humid area, this helps your skin not feel like it's about to like, it's gonna break. I love that. All right, so after I've sprayed on my Super Seed, I put on this. This has basically been saving my skin this winter. It's from Dr. Jart. It's their Ceremidin liquid. It's a moisturizing toner. This is one of those products. Ooh, that's a lot. It has a very light yellow tint to it. But what I love about this, and I'm not going to waste this, it's going on my hands. Ceramide is basically the lipid layer in our skin. We have natural ceramides that helps to kind of, between the layers of skin cells, keep everything plump and bouncy. So when you start feeling dry, when you start feeling tight, you don't have the amount of lipids in your skin that you need. And so this Ceramidin liquid really helps to replenish that. So I won't use nearly that much, not even half that much, like a drop. I wish there was a better way, because you just get a giant hole, and when you shake it out, sometimes you get a little, sometimes you get a lot. I wish it was a little bit more easy to distribute and use a regimented amount. But this product is amazing. It's beautiful, very hydrating, and now my hands aren't sticky. They don't feel greasy. It's incredible, and on my face, I use it from here all the way down to my chest. All right, so after that, then I start thinking about serums. My favorite serum for the day, this is one that I've been using in the last almost 2.5 months, and I love the results I've been getting from it. It's Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. So it looks like this. It's a cute little orange top. It has a little pump on it like this. You get 1.35 fluid ounces. So most traditional American and European sizes come in full ounce, 1 ounce for serum and a half an ounce for eye. I love that Korean products usually give you a little more. This is 1.35 ounces, and this is a beautiful product. It comes out clear. Let me show you. It comes out clear. It's a little viscous, but when you rub it in, it has a little bit of slip and bounce to it. But what I love about this is that there are peptides in here. So peptides and ceramides kind of help keep your skin together. It's kind of like the mortar to the brick of your skin cells. And what I love about it is when I'm feeling really, really, really dry and tight, this helps to put some of that moisture back in a very light, non-sticky layer, and I love that. The other thing that this is good for is it does have some brightening properties. Since they're calling it their glass skin refining serum, I do find that my skin has a more beautiful overall glow. And I decided to do this without makeup today so you could see what my skin really looks like. I'll be 44 next month. And I didn't really start getting into skincare until my early 30s, and I could shoot myself for that, but I'm already starting my girls. They're 8 and 10. We're doing our best to get everything off of our face at the end of the day with a hydrating wash and put on at least a moisturizer and sunscreen. That's important because I want to build good habits now before they get into the makeup so they never fall asleep in their makeup like I used to in my teens and 20s and 30s. And other bad habits like not wearing sunscreen and stuff like that. So this is really great because it does bring back some of that vibrance, some of that really soft, pillowy look, and that glowy, hydrated look. The other thing this is, it does say refining, and that is not a joke. I normally have some really small textural bumps down here. And those bumps, if not kept at bay, will turn into closed comedones and then later turn into full-on hormonal acne once a month, either here or here. And every month it switches, and then you might know exactly what I'm saying. But I find that certain sorts of products, this is one of them, really helps to keep a lot of that texture gone here. And sometimes I get a little texture right in here. It really helps to kind of keep that at bay. I love this. My favorite nighttime serum is another Korean one. This is from Missha. It's their Time Revolution Night Repair. This is very reminiscent of the Estee Lauder Night Repair, but this one, which I love, has vitamin A, so it has some retinol in here. Not a lot. It has a slightly kind of, I don't know, tan sand color to it. It is very hydrating. It's full of hyaluronic acid, and it does have a very bouncy feel to it. It's not sticky. It's not... So far, everything I've been putting on my face, from this spray to the Ceremidin to these serums, they've all got some hydrating properties to them. So they will also treat as well, because this one has retinol. I only use it at night because during the day you still need to wear SPF if you're using a retinol. But I like this product here so much. And here you get 50 mils. You get 1.7 ounces. And this is so much less expensive and very similar to the Estee Lauder, and the Estee Lauder is $68 for 1 ounce. This is in the $50 range, and you get nearly twice as much, and it has retinol because the Estee Lauder doesn't. I feel like this does a lot more to help kind of slow down and stop some of that, the fine lines and crepiness that I get in my skin. I'm starting to see right in through here. Some of my smile lines are starting to build up. And when I smile, like my crinkles are crossing through here. And I find that this kind of helps keep them plump and at bay, and I love this. All right, from there, so those are all of my hydrating liquids. My favorite, I do have another serum that I love, and I think it's really worth it. There was a lot of conversation about Deciem products this year, and I used to love Deciem products, and I kind of put them on the shelf for a while. By the way, that my kids are loading the dishwasher, so you might hear a little clanging and banging. Hopefully nothing breaks and everyone's okay. But this is their high-end line. This is Niod. This is their multi-molecular complex, hyaluronic complex. I can't even say that. Multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. This is a serum, and I have the smallest size here, but it's very lightweight. It doesn't smell like anything. It has a slight slip to it. It almost feels like maybe there's an oil in there, but there's not. What I love about this is that there are several different sizes of hyaluronic acid spheres in here. So the larger ones kind of sit on the top layer and plump like the surface of your skin. The smaller spheres go down a little bit lower and lower and lower. I'm not sure how many. I haven't done the research. I probably should. But I love this. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll put this like 2 or 3 drops of this in, either straight on my face after a serum here for like a little extra plump, or I'll drop 2 or 3 drops of this into whatever cream I'm using, and it really makes a huge difference. This is really fantastic, and it's my favorite hyaluronic, single hyaluronic acid. I've tried the one from The Ordinary. It's okay. This one is much more cosmetically elegant, easy to use, makes me want to use it. The other one kind of a little foamy, a little sticky. I didn't like it as much. This one's gorgeous. All right, so my favorite hydrators, we're talking like straight up face creams or things like that, is this one right here. It's from Klairs. It's their Midnight Blue Calming Cream. This one literally is blue. Oh, I'm running out. It used to come, and it probably still does, come in a 1 ounce jar, but this summer they released this as a 2 ounce tube. It's 60 mils. It's beautiful. And this is one of those, I can use this in the summer, I can use this in the winter. In the winter, I'll layer more, lightweight things underneath to kind of help keep my hydration going, and then put this on top, sometimes with a few drops of that Niod hyaluronic acid. But it ends up not being sticky. It ends up feeling soft. My hands don't feel greasy. My face doesn't feel greasy. It absorbs in beautifully. It has guasoline. It has Centella asiatica, both things that help reduce redness. And so I didn't get a sunburn this summer, but my girls did, my oldest especially, because she's fair like I am. A little bit of this on there, and it really brought down some of that bright red that you get. Plus it takes kind of that, like if you touch your face and it's red, or your shoulder, and you get that heat that your skin is giving off from the inflammation, it helps to cool down the skin, the surface of the skin. It's a really great product, and it helps to heal. I think that's fabulous. Another product, And I hate that I love this. I'm just gonna be honest because it's so crazy expensive. It's from Lindstrom Skin, and this is the blue Cocoon. This smells like a botanic gardener's dream. It really is blue. And as it comes out, it looks like this, like a balm. I usually don't use a lot of it. And you rub it in, and it ends up turning kind of into an oil. It's very hydrating. You need really a small amount. I did a whole review on the products that I got from Lindstrom. I will make sure to link it up above, and I'll put it in the box down below. But here's what I found. Although they were all very highly scented, which is usually a no-no for skincare, they worked beautifully for my skin, and it was the best my skin has looked all year. Glowy, hydrated, smaller pores. Like, I use a variety of products from Lindstrom, and I can see what the hype is about. And this is one that when I'm out of it, I probably won't purchase it myself. I might ask for it for my birthday. I might ask for it for Christmas. I might, you know, if my mom wants to splurge on something for me just because she does that sometimes, you know, don't buy me a new pair of shoes, buy me this. So I think that's a fabulous product. All right, from there, another hydrator that I have loved, and this one, I think for the price, you really can't beat it. It's from The Ordinary. It's their 100% pure marula oil, virgin cold pressed. I mean, like, I'm not even saying that. So it's 100% cold pressed virgin marula. There we go. That's how you say it. It comes out, it's kind of a little on the thicker side. You only need 2 to 3 drops for your whole face. Sometimes I'll put a drop of this in with this, and then I just get the most gorgeous glowing skin. It doesn't smell like anything. It's beautiful. I think for the price, I know that Drunk Elephant makes a gorgeous marula oil, and I've tried it. I tried a sample, like one of the little minis, and I really couldn't tell much of a difference. This one might be slightly more viscous, but it wasn't enough of a difference to me that I could afford to pay, because this is 1 ounce. You get a lot, and it's like, what, 13, 14 bucks? I'll make sure to leave the price for you on the screen. That's beautiful. All right, so when I would, and I haven't in a long time, and I am so, 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 so grateful, but if I ever get a breakout, it's like a giant volcano. It's red. The whole area gets inflamed. It's very much that deep, like coming from way below. This is what I used to use. It's helped a lot. So this is The Ordinary's Azelaic Acid Suspension 10%. What I found is right when I started feeling it, even before it surfaced and my skin was just barely red, I'd put some of this on there as frequently as I could throughout the day. A big blob of it at night, a big blob of it in the morning, and then like little bits with a Q-tip, like even over my makeup. It really helped to reduce the redness. It really helped to shorten the duration, and sometimes it wouldn't even come to a head, so then I wouldn't be tempted to pick at it. This really worked well for me. I highly recommend this if you're dealing with any sort of acne. I don't deal with a lot of acne, so that's not what I know a lot about, but this calmed things down for me in a significant way. Another thing that I love, and I'll have to throw a picture up for you because I can't find them in my bathroom right now, are the CosRX patches. There's 2 types. There are the ones that come in the white envelope with the little black square. Those are great. I don't like them as much as the originals that come with the little red square. Those are more like colloidal patches. And I find if I'm getting a whitehead or it's red and it's inflamed, if I put that over there, if nothing else, that keeps me from scratching. That keeps me from picking. That keeps me from doing that. And because those ones that they kind of look like little yellow patches when you see them on the sheet and you put it over, they're thicker, they're more obvious than the ones that are completely clear. But those ones, the colloidal ones, they help to suck out whatever is on the inside of my blemish. And I use those, and now that I have a 10-year-old, she's starting to get like, you know, the occasional here and there. That's what I use because I want her to not get in the habit of picking. I grew up as a picker, and my face has acne scars from it. And even now in my 40s, I still pick, and so I use those to kind of like little bandages to cover up if I'm home, when I go to bed, because when my hands aren't busy doing something, I just start like, you know, pulling at my nails, pulling at my cuticles, scratching whatever I can find, and I shouldn't be like that. So those really help if you have that tendency, and they also help to suck out whatever's on the inside, reduce the size of it, and like decrease the swelling. I think they're fantastic. All right, getting close. My favorite masks for this year. I've tried a lot of different masks, and I have sheet masks, but my favorite wash-off mask goes to this. It's from Peach and Lily. This is their Super Reboot Resurfacing Mask. It retexturizes, it softens, it adds a glow. It has AHA, BHA, and blue agave. So this has a real sticky, like pull texture to it, kind of like, you know, like aloe vera gel can be a little bit sticky and stringy sometimes. I think that's from the blue agave in here. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I put this on the first time, every single time, and I've used this like I think a dozen times already, and you don't need a lot. I just use a really light layer, like forehead, like down the side here, under here, across the top of my nose, and around here. Sometimes I'll get a little bit up here, but if it starts to drip, I don't want to get it in my mouth. But what I love about this product is that I've tried a lot of other resurfacing AHA, BHA, like the one from The Ordinary. I've tried the Sukari Baby Facial from Drunk Elephant. This, my friend, is the one that works best for me. I love it. You do feel a very intense tingle, and then pretty soon it feels like you want to start, it's itchy. I want to wash it out, but you got to leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. And after the first, I would say 5 to 7 minutes, all of that feeling of, I can feel it on my face. It's tingling, it's working. That starts to die down. And by the time it just feels tacky and not sticky and kind of stretchy, when you wash it off, I have the most beautiful, most bouncy, soft, like gorgeous skin. Like it gets rid of all the little tiny texture I have here. Sometimes I get a little bit here. It helps. I feel like my wrinkles aren't as severe, and it does help with some of the hyperpigmentation. I have a little bit of melasma that I'm trying to get rid of from the summer here, a little bit here. I love this mask. I got this on the Ulta website. You can also get it from Peach and Lily. I think it is a beautiful, hard working mask, and I can't see anything else replacing, because out of all the other resurfacing AHA, BHA wash-off masks I've used, I like this one the most. Even the one that's less expensive is not my favorite compared to this. Now, this is a totally different price point, and it's a beautiful product. It's another Lindstrom product. This is the Honey Mud. This is beautiful. It smells like somebody's spice cabinet. Oh, it's gorgeous. So it is very much kind of like a sticky, it's got honey in it, so it does have that sticky honey texture. And I kind of don't want to put my finger in there because I have nothing to wipe it on, because you can't just rub it in because you got to do something with it. But what I love about this is that you put on a very light layer, you let it sit. Once it starts getting tacky, like 10 minutes in, you can either step into the shower, like in the morning, or if I'm doing the mask at night, I'll leave it on, because the honey is very good for hydrating the face. And there is some clay in here, and I don't really understand what type of clay it is, but it helps to draw out impurities. And I find that my pores were the smallest when I was using this twice a week, like right in here. I'd put a layer of it on, I'd go and I'd sit, and then in the bathtub or, painting my nails, and I'd get up and I would wash my face. And what was great about it was, because it's an enzyme cleanser as well, so you're putting it on as mask, then you get it wet and it kind of turns into like a milky texture, and you start washing it off your face. I could start feeling like layers of dead skin cells underneath my fingertips with just a little light pressure, and I was like, oh. So it exfoliates, it hydrates, it deep cleans. This is beautiful, and this is one that I would definitely, when I'm out of it, I will get another one because it's that good. All right, we're getting close. Eye products. These are my two favorites. I have a lot of things I've been using for the eyes. This one is really, really great. It's from Estee Lauder. It's their Advanced Night Repair Eye Concentrate Matrix. Oh boy, couldn't the name be any longer. But what I love about this is that it comes, I hate the applicator, I'm not gonna lie. So I put a little bit on the back of my hand, like this. And then I take some of this. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. So since it has some retinol in there, I'll put like a half a pump of this in with this. I'll mix it up. And between this is enough to go around both my eyes. And I take it like eyebrows all the way out to the temples, all the way across the bridge of my nose, kind of like in a mask area, like right in here, because I definitely want to hit those crow's feet on the end. And it's a really beautiful combination because the Estee Lauder is very plumping, very hydrating, and then you get the treatment, the retinol, as well as the ferulic acid, which is an what's the word? So it's the antioxidant that you get from the ferulic acid, and then the retinol that really helps with the fine lines in this area. Okay, favorite sunscreen is the Missha Soft Finish. I think it's fabulous. It's SPF 50 PA+++, totally worth it. I love the Laniege sleeping mask for my lips at night. This one is the one that smells kind of like strawberry bubblegummy. I can't tell if it's strawberry or if it's bubblegum. This one is much more hydrating, but I also have been using for years, and I can't see using one over the other. The Balm.Calm from Glossier. I use the coconut flavor. And if you want to know why, I'll let you know down below if you are curious as to why this is my favorite one. But I find that this, because it has a hint of petroleum, it not only hydrates, but it acts kind of like an occlusive. I can put a layer of this on at night, and in the morning I still have that same layer. And when I wipe it off and I gently, you know, all the dead skin cells pop up off my lips. This, I can put a thick layer on, and in the morning it's gone, but my lips are soft. So it depends kind of what you're looking for. My skin gets so dry, I like having that extra layer knowing that it's still there in the morning. I love this stuff. All right, body stuff. My two favorites. If you're looking for a body oil, I think this product is gorgeous. It's from the Chemistry brand, which is a Decian brand. This is called their Retinol oil. It's the Pro Repair Body Oil for scars, stretch marks, and daily care. It's a dry oil. I use very little of this on my legs, on my arms. As I have been losing weight this year, I've also been using it in my belly and on my thighs. I don't know about the stretch mark bit, but that little extra bit of retinol all over, I think that's fantastic. So I have another bottle of this waiting. I've already gone through a whole bottle of this year. This is a really beautiful product. It does leave, if you put too much on, you will feel oily. If you don't put too much on, just enough, it's going to soak in and your clothes aren't going to get greasy, and it's going to be fabulous. My other favorite, and this is one that I found in a Birchbox this year, and then I finally committed to getting the full size. It's the Boom Boom Cream from Sol de Janeiro. This smells like a pistachio caramel dream. I love it. I have been in this stuff, and I hate that it's so expensive. I'm not going to lie. I wish it wasn't, what, $45? Oh my goodness, but it's so good, and my skin feels so soft, and I never get to this point late December without having like the fronts of my legs, like on my shins, just like flaking off into like snow. It's terrible. This has kept me soft. This has kept me supple, and I do think that whatever is in here, their guarana extract has really been helping, because as I'm losing weight, I am seeing a little bit of that droop. So now that I'm not in bed, like this time last year, I was in bed 16 hours a day. I'd had 3 brain surgeries in 2017. I'm more active, I'm out of bed, so I'm losing some weight, but I don't want to have it all just kind of like my skin all drooping. And these two products, I think, help with that a lot. So let me know what your favorites are in the comments down below, or if you have any questions on these things. I kind of skipped on the sheet masks because it's already kind of long. If you want to know what they are, ask me down below and I'll put them down there for you. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.